go, Mike.
I don't know if you do it that way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mike.
Congressman,
Mike.
good to see you. Haven't seen you since this thing started.
Congressman, good to be here. You know, I'm here. I got over 1,000 signatures. I know you know that. I hope they told you that. I know I am. I'm with you.
Congressman, how are you? Can we talk to you real quick? Sure. I'm Scott Young, NECN. I'm representing a few folks here. How important is it to have Stephen Lynch's, how important is it to have Stephen Lynch backing you up?
I think it's very important. Steve and I are friends. We see the world in much the same way. I know that some people like to think that we see the world differently, but that's just not true. We have some differences, like I have some differences with my wife. But in general, we both work hard for working class people. We both work hard for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. We both work hard to bring money back to our districts, and we both want this Commonwealth to do better. So I think for me, it's very important, and it's very humbling.
How's the campaign going? I mean, a big milestone tomorrow for everybody. The signatures have to be in.
Yeah, my signature already in. I'm already on the ballot, and I think the campaign's going great. I kind of look at it this way. I've gone all the way from long shot to underdog. That's pretty good, right? And we're working hard. I know that I'm not the favorite in this race. I think everybody knows that, and that's fine. But little by little, name recognition is building. People getting to know our message, and I think little by little we're getting more and more support around the state. And it's a very interesting and fun experience.
It's going to be a tough thing to do to try to step into Senator Kennedy's shoes. Obviously, he's a very powerful man.
It's impossible. Anybody who thinks they can step into his shoes or fill his shoes is kidding themselves. Senator Kennedy was the greatest senator in the history of this country, and I have to give him all that due. That's not the choice. The choice is who is the best person to try to follow the footsteps that he's left. And that's what this campaign, I think, is really all about.
Great. Anything else you want to say about Congressman Lynch? Obviously, he was thinking about running himself.
Yeah, well, look, Steve would have been a great senator, and he would have been a fantastic opponent. It would have been the nicest campaign you've ever seen because we both like each other. And at the same time, we all have to make our own decisions on a personal basis. It's a family basis. Steve's family is a little younger than mine, and it's a tough thing. This has been I'm exhausted, and that's the way it should be. And it takes a lot out of you. And to do that, you have to make a very personal, very difficult decision that some of us make on occasion. I've made a decision not to run in the past in other campaigns because of my family situation, my personal desires. And so I respect everybody who thought about it. I respect everybody who was in the race. And I also understand fully well that sometimes it's in your gut and sometimes it's not. That's a good thing.
You also must be buoyed up by all the support you're getting.
This is great. Good photo op. Yeah, it's like I said, it's been building. We get into the campaign several weeks after some of the others, and I respect that. And again, we've been chasing, but we're chasing, I think, effectively. We're growing all around the state. We're one step at a time. We're up to, I don't know how many members of the delegation. I think we're at 6 sheriffs, if I remember correctly. We're at about 14 mayors, but I'm trying to leave the mayors out of it until they have their elections. We're give or take, I don't know how many, 40 or 50 members of the House, 10 or 15 members of the Senate, and that's just the political support. We also have more union households supporting us than all 3 candidates combined. This thing is growing. It's across the state. It's across every ethnic line, every racial line, and I'm very proud of the broad base of support that we're gathering together.
Great. Anything else you want to tell us?
Hi, Mom.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ann Ryan's restaurant here in South Boston. We're in an Irish neighborhood at a German restaurant to endorse an Italian candidate for the United States Senate. What do you say? That's what I call. Something's come a long way. Something's come a long way. That's what I call multiculturalism, that's for sure. Thank you all for coming here tonight. I'd like to thank Steve Mulry, who's the owner of this facility, this beautiful restaurant here. Steve Mulry and his and his wife Pam Campo. And thanks to all of you for coming here tonight. What we're looking to do here is to have a couple of the elected officials speak. Mike Capuano is here. It's an open mic night. I know that there are a lot of people here tonight that want to meet Mike, that want to hear what he has to say. And we know that hopefully after you hear what Mike has to say, that you will in the end support his candidacy for the United States Senate. So with that, I'd like to introduce first our great city councilor from South Boston, who took the place of the legendary Jim Kelly, his position going back a couple of years ago, and he works very hard. He reminds me quite a bit of Mike Capuano himself. Rolls up his sleeves. He pays attention to the nitty gritty, the things that people care about that are going on in their own front doorstep. It's my pleasure to introduce our good friend, City Councilor Bill Linehan, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Jack. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Again, welcome to South Boston. I have two great congressmen in my district. One, of course, Steve Lynch, who only lives right down the street. We all live on G Street, imagine that? And I live closest to the water. I think I bought first. Did I?
He's rich.
And then, of course, the congressman for the other half of my district is Mike Capuano, who does an incredible job, and that's why I'm here today. I'm here today because he's done an extraordinary job for over a decade in Congress. There are four Democrats who are running to fill the seat of the US Senate. But there's only one candidate who can do the job, and that's Mike Capuano. Mike has done an extraordinary job in his over a decade in the Congress. He was a mayor. He's someone who understands urban issues, someone who we need as a senator in the United States Senate, Mike Capuano. No one else has done this sort of work. No one else brings these credentials. No one else has this experience. And as Jack said, when I first heard that Mike was going to run, and I thought that someone who was a mayor of a city, someone who's been a congressman for 11 plus years, someone who's filling a coveted congressional district for some of the great congressmen, as well as the 9th congressional district, of course. We see, when Mike was mentioning that we have James Michael Curley, there was John Kennedy, there was Tip O'Neill, there was Joe Kennedy, and then there's Mike Capuano. So nobody else deserves to be in the Senate, in my opinion, than Mike Capuano.